wrestlers. I'm standing by this time with the beautiful Thea Trinidad, formerly known as Rosita on TNA and the other parts of the NBC. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
I wanted to ask you first question. You mentioned that The Rock inspired you to be in the movies. How did he inspire you?
Well, The Rock was really just so great at, obviously he's great at everything. I mean, he was amazing in the ring, he was great on the mic, and just the transition from the wrestling ring to movies, it was done so well, and he was very selective on the things that he chose to work on, and it was just really inspiring to see someone that was able to just prove people wrong as far as, wrestlers can't be actors, or actors can't be, or musicians can't be actors, or whatever it is. So he was able to go and experience wrestling, whether he wanted to do music. He sings in Moana, which is really cool, which people get to see now, and, kind of dabble in movies too, and really excel at it. So it's something that I definitely want to do with my career as well.
Now, there's a rumor that you once said that you wanted to be the female Rey Mysterio. Is that true?
Yes, it was, because when I was younger, I was always saying, everybody told me that I was too small to be a wrestler, or, whatever it was, and I was like, well, if Rey Mysterio can do it, why can't I do it? So I always kind of took up his style, even as far as hitting the second rope, like to go and hit the rope. So he was definitely a big inspiration from when I was like 4 years old till now. My favorite match was him and Eddie Guerrero at Halloween Havoc '97. Right. So, he's always been an amazing inspiration.
That's a real fan right here.
Oh, big fan. Oh, yeah.
And as a fan now, what do you think of how the new, now the transition from divas to now women's wrestlers, they're taking more seriously? They have angles. There's multiple women's matches on a card on pay-per-views.
Which is so exciting. I love that. I love that. If I see more than one female, wrestler match, I get so excited. Because it gives us more of a platform to showcase what we can do, and it's really cool to see now, people, like you said, I was a fan of female wrestling, but now I'm so into it. It's really cool. They have their own storylines and they can really get into it, and I think when it started off as Lita, for me anyway, Lita was always my favorite, and she could always do what the guys can do, and I wanted to be like that when I was younger. I was like, you know what? I want to show that I can be in there just as much as the guys can and tear it up just as well as the guys can. So it's nice to see that, people like me and other women, whether it's Charlotte or Bayley or Nia Jax, everybody's getting that opportunity now, and it's really great.
Do you have a favorite memory at all from TNA or on the independent scene when you were wrestling?
Well, it's hard to just pick one memory, but I know that with TNA, I had such an amazing time with Sarita, who was my tag partner, my cousin, and we just had an amazing time, whether it was, winning the tag team championships or, having the crazy storylines that we did with Hernandez and Anarquia. It was a lot of fun, and I remember they did let me, I believe it was Hardcore Justice, was it? Where me and Sarita had a match with Tara and Tessmacher, and they actually gave us time. They gave us 12 minutes to go in there, tear it up, do what we can do best, and I really appreciated that. And I think even that day, I remember AJ Styles had actually helped us put it together and say, you know what, you guys are going to tear it up, show them what you can do, here's your spotlight, and it was great. So.
A lot of fans now are curious to see how are you doing with NXT. I know you've trained in development in NXT, is that right?
No, actually. I've only gone in to NXT. I had a match once, and that was with Asuka, and that was one of the most amazing experiences ever because she is so amazing in the ring. She's captivating. She's so fluid, and it was a real honor to get in the ring with her, and hopefully I can get to do it again soon.
Final question. Now, I don't know if you could talk about it, but you actually are in production for a new movie role.
Yes.
And you play AJ Lee. Can you talk a little bit about
that? Yes, I am playing AJ Lee in the movie Fighting With My Family, and it's amazing because, obviously I get to work with, Dwayne Johnson, and I got to meet, Vince Vaughn and the main actress Florence Pugh, who is really, really great. And I give her so much props for going in there and tearing it up because wrestling isn't an easy thing and you can't just pick it up like nothing. And she really worked hard to at least, learn as much as she can in the time period that she was given. And it was really amazing. We actually just filmed at the Staples Center in LA 2 weeks ago, I believe, and it was incredible. Yes, it was right after Raw, actually, and then right after SmackDown the next night in Ontario. So my part is pretty much done. I think there's some things that we're still working on, but the movie's still in production, and hopefully it should be out sometime next year.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck in your future. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Trinidad, folks.